Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I have Anand with me today. I managed to pull him out from his schedule to give you guys a brief view on what he thinks is happening in the US and how people seem to assume a lot of things before things turn into fact, and how this leads to catastrophes in the market and in our lives if we're not careful. Assumption is the mother of all mistakes. I should refrain from using the actual line from the movie, but assumption is the mother of all mistakes. And this leads to huge losses for investors. This is why I keep saying repeatedly, do your research, invest in the company as a business investor. Don't look at it as a stock market like a gambling table where you can place bets and quickly make a buck and become rich. There are no quick rich programs, there's no quick weight loss programs. Everything takes time. Like, you don't become poor overnight. Takes decisions which you have taken in your life over and over again, mistakes you made over and over, and those mistakes compound, making you poorer and poorer and poorer, leading you to where you are. Same way, when you climb out of this situation you're in, you have to take consecutive steps, small incremental steps, to get you out of where you find yourself now. So that being said, I thought let Anand explain what it is that he wants to talk about, then we can further discuss about it.
So the jobless numbers have come in America.
Yes.
So entire America is now celebrating a rise in unemployment. So after pandemic, for the first time, unemployment has reached a figure of 3.8. So the number of people looking for jobs in America has gone up from 3.5% of working population to 3.8% of working population. And the number of jobs added has slightly declined. This could mean that more people are looking for jobs and have not found jobs. So the labor market has cooled down a bit. And this, according to experts, is the perfect condition that
The beautiful storm.
Jerome Powell could have looked for. And they are calling him the Goldilocks movement. Basically, what they are saying is inflation is coming down, and at the same time, unemployment is also going up, and therefore the Fed may be in a position to cut interest rates even before really the economy goes into recession. So one thing is given, looks like in the month of September he is going to pause. So that looks very clear. And so this will set off a rally in the stock markets, which has been struggling for the last 4 weeks. You will have a midterm rally in the sense that next 2-3 weeks is going
The horse is going to bolt.
The horse is going to bolt. And even in India, yesterday's market reflected this because it moved up 180 points.
Correct.
So it is looking quite possible, unless something happens during the week, something happens to overturn this during the week. You should have a week of rising markets across the globe, which it has not had for a long time. So, long time meaning 4 weeks. But if you are a serious investor, you should see this as a respite from buying, and you should sit on the sidelines and watch this one. Because while this is positive, on the other side, Brent has reached $86 a barrel, which means there is a lot of inflationary pressures. Worldwide, El Nino effect has meant that India is out of the rice and the wheat market, which means that food inflation is going to go up. So they have two sides. You have energy and fuel prices going up. You have also unemployment going up. Temporarily, the tea leaves will be read as these are good signs for the American economy. I don't think core inflation is going to vanish, but we will see when the readings come. I still believe that there is 1 or 2 interest rates hikes to go and a long stay, because the Fed is now saying it will wait for it to come to 2%. The journey from 4% core inflation to 2% core inflation is a long and treacherous one. So I don't think the Fed can declare victory as it has done very quickly. So the bet is that interest rates will not rise further. But I don't think it's so easy. And it's very easy to predict that it's all over. It's like a girl playing love me not game. So that's what the market is doing. But overall, I think the economy will slow, and it will slow very rapidly. And so earnings will not be as good as what it predicted. So you will have a situation where the market is moving sideways because there is still enormous amount of liquidity that is sloshing around. While interest rates have gone up, in America for the first time, for several months in a row now, mortgage rates are above 7%, and people are still buying houses. So I don't see a situation where Jerome Powell will be able to cut rates significantly in the next 6 to 8 months. In fact, there could be a situation where he will be able to raise rates further. This is as far as America is concerned. And in India is concerned, yesterday's numbers was very disappointing for me because it says nominal growth. That is real growth plus inflation was 8%. But actually what is now happening is that we are saying deflator is 0.2%. Deflator is the rate at which money loses value, that is inflation. So I cannot understand, for God's heaven's sake, how India can have 0.2 inflation in the previous quarter when you have a WPI of 4.5%. But the claim is that wholesale price was lower and therefore the deflator is 0.2. It does not look, it defies logic. But the market is sanguine. It is definitely, there is a lot of liquidity, and the market will dismiss the lower growth figures and definitely go on this Goldilocks scenario right through next week. So I expect a rally in prices unless crude increases further, which will act as a dampener in the market. But as while we talk about this, it looks very clearly from the Indian side of things that the rupee is going to weaken further because our exports are declining and our trade deficit will increase, which will put further pressure on the Indian rupee. This is what I think is going to happen.
And I agree with everything what Anand said. And remember, the market always plays catch up. It's not spot reaction, the market. Market always takes lags behind all these kind of moves from the Fed and central banks. And it's going to take time for the market to realize how bad things are. And it's always historically, you can see this. If you pull a graph, any graph, and see, the interest rate and the market movements, you can see there's always a good lag. Sometimes 6 months, sometimes even longer, for it to start waking up to the fact that things are not so great. And then when he's talking about the interest rate cycle in the US and the housing demand is still there, people are still buying, and he says Powell will definitely look at raising rates. You can compare and see what's happening in the UK. UK already sees a 6-7% correction in home prices. The home market is dried up. There are hardly any buyers. Yes, it's a great market for first-time buyers in the UK, but there's hardly any first-time buyers. People who have bought one homes, two homes, their payments are ballooning up, and they're really hurting. And the Bank of England doesn't seem like it's interested in lowering any rate. It's talking about raising rates some more.
So, because inflation in England is far higher.
Correct. So in a situation, you can see, even if the housing market looks like it's correcting, and they're saying by September next year you can expect another 10%, 12% correction in the UK housing prices. So when you look at it all this globally speaking, there's nothing much to cheer about. And like Anand rightfully said, we've been printing free currency for so long. No one really knows how much free currency is there floating and where all it's sitting. For all this free currency to be flushed out, it's going to take some time. And some hard choices have to be made. And these interest rates, even if it doesn't go up, it's going to be staying high for quite a long time, is what Anand feels. And I also agree with him in this. Till the medicine is taking effect, the doctor will not say, let us celebrate. He's just given us the first few doses of the medicine to this critical body economy. And we're waiting and watching. But we, being participants of the economy, are cheering, saying, no, no, we have given medicine, things will get better. We always like to be optimistic. But the rest of the world doesn't see it like that. We have to see if this medicine is taking shape and taking form. Otherwise, maybe a couple of more doses of medicine is required.
Maybe a dose or a couple more is required. And so the outlook does not look good, and it looks very scary.
And if you want to keep something in mind, as a value investor, we always say buy tea, coffee, tea, coffee. Now maybe instead of tea, coffee, you buy only bus ticket and wait for the opportunity, because Anand is right. An opportunity, a big opportunity, is just around the corner. Exactly when, we do not know. I'm sure a lot of you are frustrated when we say this, saying, so yeah, you keep saying, but when is it going to come? It will come. When it does come, it's going to stay around for a long time. Don't worry, it's not going to be like a pandemic.
If you have any doubt, just look at the Chinese market.
Correct. Thank you for watching Be Rich today. I hope you enjoyed this program with us and found it entertaining as always. Do subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification icon. And do share this with your friends and family who would be interested in this kind of information. Again, thank you for joining us on Be Rich.
After the event in Bangalore, my team has decided that we should visit my ex-home, Saudi Arabia. We were there recently but visited only Dammam. The idea is to cover the other two major cities, Riyadh and Jeddah. On the 22nd of September, I'll be holding an event in Riyadh, and on 29th September, we will meet in Jeddah. Those who are desirous of meeting me both in Riyadh and Jeddah should contact the email ID given below and the WhatsApp number. My team would get back to you at the earliest. Once again, thank you for supporting Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.